We took over on January 20th. The tariffs haven't kicked in yet. I know that, and I don't want this to happen, but I know that China is doing very poorly right now. I just saw some reports coming out, and I don't want that to happen to China. I don't want it to happen. I was actually saddened to hear it, but they are getting absolutely hammered in China. And, they're sending boats, the biggest boats in the world, carrying cargo like nobody's ever seen before. These are the biggest boats in the world, biggest cargo ships in the world. And they're coming and they're turning around in the Pacific Ocean. They're doing a big U-turn and going back because they don't want the goods because 145% tariff. But at a certain point, I hope we're going to make a deal with China. We're talking to China, but their factories are closing all over China because we're not taking their product. We don't want their product unless they're going to be fair with us. And that includes intellectual property and other things. There are a lot of things far beyond just buy, sell. So we'll see what happens. But, I was not, because somebody said, well, were you happy? I said, I am not happy. I want China to do well. I want every country to do well.
CEO Craig Fuller joins us now. Craig, great to see you. We've heard of the reports of just people not ordering anymore, companies not ordering anymore, cargo ships being stranded. How bad is it right now?
Well, it's about to get much, much worse. So certainly it's true that companies have canceled orders. A lot of these orders they had in place up to a year. And so they were certainly expecting some level of tariffs, but not what we've seen right now. So most people expected we would see, up to about 20% tariffs on China. Now we're looking at something that's completely different. In fact, the margins just don't make sense for them to import because they're looking at a potential 145% tariff. So there's been a lot of cancellation of voyages to the United States, and the amount of freight that we're expecting over the next 2 weeks to drop off in a year-over-year basis is down 35% in terms of imports. And this is going to show up in the domestic economy pretty soon. We're about anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks out of seeing the trucking industry lose an enormous amount of its volume, probably around 6% of total trucking volume around the United States is actually going to drop off simply because we don't have the import activity happening.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's the ports. And then you're FreightWaves, so you're focused on sort of the cargo aspect of it. But then, of course, the ripple effect is into the stores, into the businesses where there will be layoffs as well.
Yeah, there's 500,000 people that work in logistics in Southern California alone. There's 9 million people that work across the country in logistics. And all of these jobs are going to be impacted in some way by the slowdown in import activity. And so we're expecting there to be mass layoffs in the logistics industry. And also, as Apollo reported, this is going to show up and impact retailers. Retailers are simply not taking inventory of products that they have pre-ordered, and they're certainly not ordering new products. And we will see inventory stock out sometime in late summer, probably as early as late June, but certainly in July and August. And I think most consumers will notice it when they go to purchase their back to school items.